Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our conversation today. I am super excited to join you guys once again. I've missed you all for a long time now. Who missed me?
I miss you.
I don't think so. You guys are not serious. How can you say you missed me but you didn't check out on me? You guys did not check out on me.
I didn't read you that much. I was still with you yesterday.
Okay. But there are some people I've not spoken to for like ages. Jimmy did not check out on me. That's not fair. Right? You guys just forgot about me and you're just doing your thing, just enjoy the other teachers, you know. But anyways, I'm
No,
glad
that's
that
it. We were struggling with some concepts, here and there. We were trying to catch up. So sorry for our inconveniences, sir.
okay, that's fine. So I just came to catch up with you guys, you know. I want us to first of all appreciate God that He's given us the strength to be able to get to this point, you know. I want to find out how many of you were able to stay consistent, you know.
Pardon?
How many of you were able to stay consistent up to now on
You're
average?
breaking as well.
Okay, on average, how many of you are able to stay consistent till now? Am I still breaking?
Yeah.
How many of you were consistent up to now?
Averagely, averagely 10 to 12.
10 to 12. Okay, that's a good number. I want to congratulate you guys once again because it's not an easy journey. Okay, this is adult education. People are handling different things in the back end. You're handling school, you're handling family for those who have families already. You're trying to make an income for your family or for yourself. You're thinking about pursuing higher education, and many things are going through your life, but you were still able to stay here up till now. I really want to congratulate you all. This journey, maybe Emmanuel, you can mute and then just unmute when you want to. Okay. So this journey has been a tough one, but I would not want to speak most of the time alone. I want to give each and every one of you the opportunity to speak, right? So we will all talk. Nobody's going to be left behind. Everybody's going to speak. And I want to tell you guys this. See, this journey you decided to embark on is just about to start. Okay. You're just starting. From now going forward, you're starting. I want you to have that mindset. You are just about to start. That journey into tech is just about to start. You've wrapped up with the schedule that we designed for you, the 4 months deep dive, and we've done our very best to make sure that we deliver. And thank you all, those who actually gave testimonials. We'll reach out those who have not given. Why not reach out? Just share, a word or two about your experience. You never can tell who you're going to inspire with your story. We're just here to inspire each other. That's all. And I always say that the reason you find me doing what I'm doing now is because somebody was generous enough to tell me about it. If not, just imagine if somebody was not generous enough to tell me about cloud computing, maybe I would still be there struggling, in my own end. But somebody was generous enough to tell me, and I got the information. It changed my life. Why would I keep it to myself? So that's why you guys will find me. We don't tell you do this and then we're not doing it. You see me, I'm there every day. I'm consistent. I'm building my dream. I'm building my future. I've not arrived. Every day I'm learning. Every day I'm growing. But I make sure I do something about my own future every day because nobody's coming to save me, guys. Nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save you. No matter where you find yourself, no matter the challenges, no matter the challenges that we have, nobody cares about our challenges, right? People only care when you've had results. Right now, nobody's seeing what you're going through. You're spending those sleepless nights. Sometimes there's no internet. Like now, people are being kicked out of the Zoom and out, or out of the meeting and out. But people only celebrate you when they see that, wow, you finally got that dream job. Wow, you finally built that dream business. Wow. They'll start asking you now, how did you do it? You now start inspiring them with your story. So the objective of today, which is the last, I would say the last formal day of your training, is to get to know how the journey has been like. I want to hear from each and every one of you. You have just 2 minutes to tell us that how the journey has been like for you, what you were expecting. So I'm guiding you. You just say your name, what you were expecting before getting to the training, how the training was for you, just be genuine, how it was for you, and what you're looking forward to. When we say the last day of the training, it doesn't mean that you're leaving SolaviseTech community. No, guys, it's a family we're building here. You guys will still have to collaborate with each other. Like I said, this is the time when you have to get even more serious. And I'll tell you guys the roadmap from here going forward. So without much ado, I'm just going to give you guys the mic as it appears on my screen. The first person on my screen is Thelma. So Thelma, I would want you in the next 2 minutes to share your experience, with everyone. You have the mic, please. 2 minutes.
Good evening, everybody. So, my experience so far, well, it has not been easy because it's like a new field for me. So, adapting initially was kind of difficult. But with time, I was able to learn new things and, practice on my own. Apart from the classes that we had, sometimes I get lost during the classes, probably because of my network or, things like that. So, I had to go back to the LMS and practice on my own. Then sometimes when I have issues, or maybe when I'm working and I face a challenge, I reach out to the teacher that was in charge of the lecture for that day to put me through. Yeah. So I guess that's it basically. It wasn't easy. I can't start saying everything that happened, but thank God that the classes have ended. Even now, still sometimes I still go back to those classes. There are some things that they were there that I wasn't able to follow up. So I try to still follow up on it now.
Okay, great. Thank you for the feedback, Thelma.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
you had challenges, but you did your best to, try to overcome those challenges. Challenges are part of life. Great. Let's have the next person on my screen. We have Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I'll bring you on the spotlight. Okay, great. You have the mic, please.
Yeah, hello once again, everyone. Uh, Hello, Dr. Samba. So, the journey has been great. It has been good so far. There were a lot of challenges equally. Having to manage a lot of things at the same time, going through the program. Um, the teachers have been awesome. Yeah, they have been great. I actually love their commitment. They were committed to what they were doing. They actually wanted to see that we succeed. I must acknowledge that. I don't think there is any of the instructors who just wanted to, hurry over things and get away. And I also admire the humility of the instructors. They were polite, or should I say they are polite because they have not changed, right? So they are polite. It was great. Yeah, and well, there were times when maybe because of time, the amount of time available, it was not easy to uh, consistently repeat the classes at the individual level. Yeah, there were times like that. It was not easy, and when you miss out on that time, you know, more things are coming for you to go back and try to want to do that when more work has already arrived. It becomes more challenging. So yeah, it was that challenging, but generally it was good. And also, um, I also want to applaud the my mates. Yeah, there was this mutual respect. Yeah, there was this mutual respect amongst us, which I really admire. That it's nice, and collaboration. Yeah, uh, and also the willingness to assist. Yeah, amongst us, it was nice. Though I would love that maybe we continue with something like that. So I think that overall it was good. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Key things from your feedback. You talked about your experience with, the SolaviseTech team, your experience with your mates. That's is really, really important. Your experience with yourself through the journey. Okay, I'll still say it's a journey. So before maybe I've just taken a couple of things, but I'll come back to them at the end. So that let everybody just speak out through. Let's have Godfrey. I'll bring you on the spotlight. Godfrey, you have the mic.
Good evening, everyone. So when I was joining the team, I came in as a developer, and my expectation was to join the gap between development and operations. And up to this moment, I can confidently say that SolaviseTech has really made that objective come to true. So the way the instructors were handling the classes was really inspirational. They were always there for us. For example, if you had a challenge, they will take you through it until you understand it. And another thing which I can also say that was the best experience here is the hands-on experience. Most of the time, we were doing it practically. So theory was just a little bit of it, but the practical part made us feel that like we are already working on real life projects. And that one was very fantastic. The only challenge that I faced was on the timeline. Like, for example, me, I'm in Kenya, so most of the time the classes were starting at 11 p.m. and it goes up to like 3 a.m. And the following day, I also have to go to work. So I was having like a maximum of 4 hours to sleep, but it was worth it. And
Thank
I
you
really,
very
yeah.
okay. Thank you very much, Jimmy, for that feedback. In your feedback, there's been an element of sacrifice, huge sacrifice, especially on time. And I'll come to that because I currently face the same challenge myself when I was transitioning. And I had to solve that with you guys because my own training used to be from 12 a.m. Cameroon time till around 3, 4 a.m., which is actually your 2 a.m. to 4, 5 a.m. Imagine you had to wake up at 2 a.m. So when I was starting off SolaviseTech, I said, no, we can't go to the Eastern because that 12 a.m. is actually 7 p.m. Eastern time. The first batch actually did start at 12 a.m. But from your batch, we had to stop it because it was very, very, stressful for the teachers. Kevin had to wake up at 2 a.m. Kenyan time. Sometimes we'll be sleeping in class. I'm like, no, we have to stop this. So we decided to adapt now our schedule to fit the African time. Yeah, so that's it. All right, so let me bring Dare. Dare, let's hear from you.
Good evening, everyone. like I would always say, it has been a roller coaster of a journey for me. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. But then in all, I'm grateful for the tutors, for SolaviseTech, for this platform. Oh, it has not been easy casting my mind back. I'm someone that is kind of allergic to long-time exposure to the screen. And with the training, I had to just give up that allergy over time. And so far, for my colleagues, sometimes I'm always lost in the class. I can't even place or wrap my head around the concepts. But then over time, when I go over them, I think I grasp one or two again. But what is really difficult for me is because this is a field that is entirely new to where I've been coming from. I just, like you would always say, consistency beats intensity. Yeah. So is that consistency to always consistently practice. I think that's where I'm still finding my way around, and I think I really need to work on that. But then in all, it has been good. The good outdid the other parts. That's what I can say.
All right. Thank you very much, Dari, for that feedback. So this journey is a journey that will squeeze the best out of you, right? It will push you to your limits. You never love to stay in front of the screen for a long time, but trust me, that's one of the things. Myself, I never used to wear this, but now I just had to get them like screen shades, to adapt to the new environment. We'll come back to all of this shortly. So let's have Mariah share with us. You're muted, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mariah, and my experience on this program hasn't been so easy, being that it's a new ride and a new field for me to discover. But with the tutors actually being accessible to reach out to whenever I have any confusion, it really made it easier than it's expected to be. And with the LMS, the whole recording of everything, and then the notes we have to go back to. Honestly, especially those coding, it's like, what exactly am I looking at? So thankfully, those recordings are there to run back to, and you can always find your way back when you find, when you're confused. And I just love that the teachers are very, very accessible. That's just, it just makes it easier. And they are very friendly. They're not like hostile or anything. So it just makes it easier for me. So I'm really grateful for the entire, program. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the feedback. We'll take it back to the team. Great. So let's have on my screen, let's have Jimmy. Let me put you on the spotlight 1 second. Okay.
So hello everyone. So my name is Jimmy Kimuni. My background was in full stack development. So for me, Solavise was more than what I expected. I had one of the best sessions. So the level of depth that the sessions covered was nothing short of perfection. So especially the depths when it came to DevOps operations, the runbooks that were really helpful, especially if you got lost on the way, you could be able to walk through the sessions. So as also Godfrey said, in Kenyan time, so the classes was spanning at some point up to 4 a.m. So it was a bit hard to cope up with that timeline and still be able to walk around your normal routines in the morning and do the expected duties. But on the long run, it was really helpful. It was a very, very good in-depth coverage of not just DevOps, not just AWS, but even approaches that you can be able to take to solve different solutions. Availability of runbooks when you face a lot of problems. So I think it was really informative. It was great. Also, the recordings were pretty good. So if I was stuck somewhere, I could really go back, watch the recordings, map to what you're talking with the runbooks, and really see the details of what you're covering and where I was lost. So for the support, I think the support team was great. Most of the time when we got stuck, we saw that the instructors took their time, solve all of our problems individually. So it was not like go do it on your own. It was we collaborate, we solve the problem together, we see where you are wrong, then we try to learn from that and grow on from that. Overall, my experience was great. SolaviseTech, it was really amazing instructors. The course was great, and you guys went over the board. So initially, I was expecting AWS, but we also did DevOps. So thank you from my end. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much for the feedback, Jimmy. This means a lot to us. We take it to heart. We are grateful for the feedback. So let's have Wisdom. I'll bring on the spotlight. Share with us your experience so far. Yes, you can unmute yourself now and speak. David. Yes, we can hear you. I think your earpiece is interfering somehow. In case you're
exactly. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry for the interference. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Okay. First of all, I think I would like to say in class. I'm sorry, can you hear me loud up there?
Yes, we can hear you. Proceed.
Okay, thank you. So in class, I would like to commend your patience. That's one thing now I noticed. Regardless of how many times you say you're probably lost, they would always recap. They always want to take everybody along, carry everybody along. And one thing I noticed is they're never condescending. They don't always try to like, okay, make you feel bad for not knowing this. In fact, it's always the opposite. They like to encourage questions and encourage you to like voice out. And every time they're always asking, okay, type 1 if you are there, type 2 if you're here. I feel like okay, that's something I appreciate. Trying to carry everybody along. That's one. And also one thing I noticed is beyond this class, I noticed in the aspect of career, they actually want to just build up. It goes beyond this class. For example, when the whole LinkedIn thing, trying to set us up, trying to like expose us to the tech world, and you, Dr. Samba, and also I noticed from our talk too, always trying to use your background as an example to motivate others, to let them know they can do this. It actually goes beyond class itself. There's this psychological effect it has. It gives you this boost, this morale that yes, you can do this, you can, if you believe in yourself, you can do this, you can do that. So those things are things I comment. And the LMS, oh wow, I can't overemphasize the importance of it. I mean, it has been helpful. Sometimes if I have network glitch or sometimes maybe I need a class, I can always go back to it. So, and the timely update, I noticed the upload time is fast. So I appreciate that. At least I can watch it before I attend the next class. So that's something I really appreciate. So I that's think that's basically what I can say for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the feedback, David. We take it to heart. So let's have the next person here. That would be 1 second. Adisa, I don't know if you're at work right now. I don't know if it's possible to get on the mic. I know probably you can't be on camera. Is it possible to speak, Adisa? Just let us know in the chat. If it's not possible, you can type your feedback and you send on the chat. While maybe Adisa is doing that, let's bring Adam on the spotlight. Adam, you have the mic. If it's possible to be on camera, that would be great. So you can share your feedback with us.
Sorry guys. Good afternoon or evening. Sorry. So personally for me, it's been amazing, and I mean the tutors or the instructors they've been superb, because they try to carry us along. I mean, pretty much everyone who I've talked so far has said pretty much everything. And looking at the LMS as well, the videos, you can always go back, and I suppose we will have access to that maybe forever. I don't know, but for a while, maybe for a while, because I mean, I might have maybe look a video or watch a video before, and then I will still, you might still want to go back there again and again and again, maybe, because I think that's something remarkable for me. And pretty much everyone has said a lot, and but I just want to kind of show more gratitude. The aspect of the instructors, they've actually been very, very good. Very, very good. I don't know how to emphasize that, to be honest. They've been very, very good. So and I wish everybody all the best generally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adam. We really appreciate that feedback, and I'll take it back to the team. Thank you so much. So I think since Adisa has not Adisa, are you able to speak? Okay, good.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh, wow. I can't believe classes are over now. But first of all, I just want to give thanks to God for bringing me this far. And also, I thank Dr. Samba. He really pushed me hard. I'm telling you, it was so tough to sign up for the DevOps class because of my job schedule, but he pushed me. He was like, you need to talk to your supervisor to request for one hour time off every day. I was like, this is going to be tough. I think I had 2 days just to make that decision. And God being so good, I spoke to my supervisor, and she approved like 2 or 3 months time off every day for me. And I have not regretted, because for now, I've understood more about the DevOps topics than before. I was able to follow up in class and do the demo. And whenever I had issues, I reached out to the professors, all of them. They are very nice. They are very, very, very nice. They would even ask me to share my screen. They walk me through whatever issue that I have. And also thank my team or classmates for always being there for your support. Just one thing, LMS, I don't know if it's just me. I'm always having issues accessing the videos. Every time that I go on that, when I click on the link, it just gives me different answers. I mean, I'm always reaching out to Eric for help, but I don't know whether it's just me. it doesn't give me access all the time. I don't know what's going on.
It's not just you. I was about to raise that up too after you after the last person. It's
Oh,
after it
okay.
was messed up, yeah, after it was messed up, I've noticed it's really an issue. There are some of the videos you try to access, it's completely blank, which had content before, but when you want to access again, it's completely blank. So I notified Eric a couple of times, and what he will do may be temporal. I don't know. I don't really know what is happening. Yeah.
For me, I cannot access any of the videos for now. I can. I mean, it will not even take me there. So I don't know. I mean, I've spoken to Eric about it like more than 3 or 4 times. He had helped me, but still, I'm still having that issue. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Thank you all very much for the feedback. We really appreciate it. And to us, we are very grateful for both positive and negative feedback. It helps us to improve. So we will definitely go back to it and review. All right. So we would iterate on the feedback and see how to make improvements, right? Like we are in a continuous growth process. So your feedback really
Can
means a
I
lot.
just add something briefly?
Let's Emmanuel, let's finish then we come to you. I think let's finish with everybody, then we can take questions or other feedbacks. Let's have Adeyemi. You have the mic, please.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Again, I want to thank everyone. First, I want to thank Dr. Samba. I know I can be stubborn. Sometimes I disturb a lot. I want to thank everyone. Actually, it has been hectic for me because one, I had issue with my laptop. So getting laptop there and there, starting all over again. And I want to thank God for that, for helping me through. And I want to thank my team member. Like, they really tried. Most of the assignments, we don't know how to go about it. I can speak for Adam, Pen, Diary, and the like. You can, they always stay on, like, on the system almost 24 hours, always doing it. And say, have you done anything? They are always helping out. Then again, I was thank Diary, like, I know I see the disturb that guy. So everything, I know I've learned so much. I'm still lacking behind, but
Then I'm
I
in the
know.
meeting.
Hello? Can you say something?
Sorry, my little man here is always trying to take over the mic.
Okay. Now, concerning that LMS thing, I think I reached out to Dr. Samba yesterday, and Eric was was able to help me to rectify it. I think I reached out to him, but I must say that you guys are the best. The instructors, like they really tried. I've never seen this kind of instructors. When I had a computing background, I studied computer science in school. I've been looking forward to increase my level of tech, but no, this thing or the other. But this time I was able to do some things I like. I really appreciate it. I was thank God for this kind of opportunity to learn. Yes, especially this big thing. So thank you everyone, and thanks Dr. Samba.
Thank you very much for the feedback, Adeyemi. I appreciate it. Okay, so Emmanuel, you had something to say. Let's speak.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I thought everyone had spoken. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, so one thing I noticed, because I wanted to talk about the LMS issue. Yeah, but since it has already come up, one of the things I noticed was it's like for some of the courses, the time was not enough. So there were some things that had to be rushed through because of time sake. So I think that's something we should also maybe look at. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so which of the topics do you think the time wasn't
For
enough?
example, yes, when it had to do with some of those courses that were related to coding, some of the courses that were related to coding, yeah, I want to think.
Like which topics precisely?
let's say something like Ansible
Mm-hmm.
and Terraform.
Mm-hmm.
I think Terraform, Python. I think those are stuff that enough time was supposed to be given to. Yeah, so I also think the time was not really that enough. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I may not be talking for everyone, but I feel like, yeah,
Okay.
for some of them, the time was not worth it. That was not worth it.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Please, can you celebrate yourselves for taking the courage to share your experience? Hey, guys, it's not easy what you've just done. To be candid, it's not easy what you've just done. Celebrate yourselves, please. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourselves. Don't wait for somebody to celebrate you. You always have to celebrate yourself. And this is what I tell people, and that's what gives me, that constant positive energy. Because I don't wait for anybody to tell me that you're good, Dr. Samba. I know I'm good. I don't wait for somebody to tell me you're doing your best. I celebrate myself. See, don't wait until you get to the finish line. Bishop T.J. Jake says that don't wait till you've had that new job. Don't wait until you've gotten married. Don't wait until you've graduated from school. Don't wait until you started a business before you celebrate yourself. He says celebrate yourself all along the way. You're doing your best. It's not easy, but you're making progress, and that is what is most important. So what you've just gone through at SolaviseTech, the vision for SolaviseTech is actually to help people become the best versions of themselves. That's what brought this vision to life. And every day I keep asking myself, how can we help people to discover their purpose using technology to become better? So we're not just here to train you people on these different tools and all of that, and then just so that, okay, you live and say, I've gotten a training at SolaviseTech and that's all. No, the question is, what has changed about you? The goal of these 4 months, and I hope you guys are making notes, is very important. The goal of these 4 months is for you to build new habits. Write that down, guys. The goal of these 4 months was to stretch you to build new habits. We have taught you guys a lot in just 4 months. And trust me, there is no company on earth that will hire you guys to be doing all those things that we've taught you at the same time. There is no company. The software industry, it's because the company it's an entire IT team. Everybody has something to do. But we've taught you all of that junk. I would call it junk, but it's not junk. We've just, exposed you guys to several things at the same time. What you've been able to learn in 4 months is what normally you go to university and learn for at least 3 to 5 years. But you've done it in 4 months. That's the reason why it had to squeeze you. It had to push you. You guys had to be abnormal. And there's a saying, you can write this down. In order for you to get what you want or to get what you've never had, you must be ready to do what you've never done before. I'll say it again. For you to get what you have never had, you must be willing to do what you have never done. If you want to get, that better life, you want to spend more time with your family, you want to you have, better income, you want to be able to live your purpose better, you must push yourself. Just like Adisa said, when I was speaking with her, she had this challenge of her job. I was like, hey, you want a better system? That's your dream? Are you sure it's your dream? What can you do for your dream? The worst that could happen to her was that she talked to her supervisor and she says, no. But what would have changed? They won't kill you because you made a request. Just go ahead and make the request as she did. And, so she pushed herself. You guys in Kenya, the timing was not the best, but you said you give it a try. Maybe the first few days, the first weeks, it was tough. It was, trying to adapt. But along the line, he became used to. Emmanuel, at some point in his training, had an activity that really took him, off focus, but he came back and then he adapted. All those ups and downs came along the way. Adeyemi's laptop probably had issues. She adapted, she came back on track. So why did you guys have to succeed through till now is because gradually you were building some habits and those habits now became normal. They became your routine. So the skills that we were looking greatly at helping you guys be able to achieve is more around the soft skills than the hard skills. And that's what many people lack on earth today. The most successful people on earth you can think about, what makes them successful is not about just the technical things that they do, it's more around the soft skills. And there's one word around it, it's called emotional intelligence. How come you guys can imagine that I'm not available all the time, but SolaviseTech is running? Is because of the emotional intelligence. I learned how to work with a team. I learned how to work with people. I learned how to collaborate with people. And it's something I'm working on myself every day. Why am I bringing this story? Is because I want each and every one of you to look at yourself in the same light. This class, this your batch, your team, is the same team at work. It's the same team in your church. It's the same team in your family. It's the same team in your class, your former class group. So the way you interact here, it should reflect all across the board. You have learned some skills here. Can you take these skills and apply in your own local community? For some of you here, you're that kind of person who has always been looking at how can you improve maybe technology in your community. So take these skills from here, go back and start talking to young people. Go back, you see me, I'm doing, online webinars, physical sessions. It's because I love talking to people. I'm developing my public speaking skills. And so I want you guys to write it down. One of the skills that you need greatly today in the 21st century is public speaking. Don't say I'm an introvert and the shy type. No, you can be that person who is really good, but if nobody knows you, what you can deliver, you will be stranded, right? That word introvert is just something that was created and put in the dictionary to help people to, water down their dreams. Nobody's an introvert. Maybe I'm talking to Adeyemi here. I see her, she's crying. Adeyemi, hey, you're not an introvert. Let me just say it straight. Nobody's an introvert. Forget about that word. All right? When you hang around people that will continuously push you, you see that some of those things, you were just limiting yourself. But you keep working on yourself every day. And how can you work on your public speaking skills? What are the things I want you guys to do from now going forward? So what is it? What is the next step from here? That's what I'm talking about already. The next step from here is number one. You have to start joining communities. SolaviseTech is not the only community that will give you all you need. Let me tell you, I'm a part of AWS community builders. I'm a part of many other communities. I've joined other communities on Slack, Discord, so that, you know what, I stay in that place or in those places. You see, my energy is always up because I'm in different communities that, that fuel my dream. You think I also get discouraged? I get discouraged, guys. There are many times I get discouraged. It's challenging too. How do I manage my family? How do I manage you guys as a team? How do I make sure that you guys have all you need? How do I make sure that, my own extended family, all of us, have my own personal dreams? So, for you to do that, you need to surround yourself only with people that bring your dream alive. And so you want to belong to communities that will help you grow. And those communities have to be two ways: online communities and offline communities. Look for the closest tech communities in your local area. Join those communities. Share your experience. The way Prof. Kevin joined SolaviseTech today as a CEO, CTO, and is helping us grow, it was because he was just part of our webinars, our Saturday webinars. He was always just joining on Saturdays. And then whenever a project is going on, he's dropping his suggestions in the comments. And then one day, I saw what he did. He got to me through my DM. I just scheduled a call with him, and I brought him on the team as the CTO. And that was it. The rest is history. You see the great work we're doing together. So if this could happen to Kevin in SolaviseTech, where he has his other jobs he's doing, it's the same strategy we want you guys to live from here and have. That ability to strategically network. And the way you would network is not by being desperate. Because there's a way in which you get to somebody, the person knows that this person is just desperate. He's just running, But how do you really network and attract opportunities? Is by giving value. Is by giving value. And how do you give value? I want you guys to write this down. From here, be servants. Decide to be servants. Decide that you want to help people. The greatest, SolaviseTech was born out of the fact that I was willing to volunteer. I was a study group lead in my own cohort where I was training the bootcamp. My study group size grew from 31 to about 100 plus in 4 months. And after our training, I held my study group consistently for 1 year, 6 months. I was with them every week, Fridays, Sundays, Fridays, Sundays. We went back through everything we did. We're doing interview preparations every week. People were coming back to back. As we speak right now, more than 20 of my classmates of my study group have had jobs, senior DevOps engineer jobs. They're earning $200,000 a month, and a year, and so on. In the US, Canada, Africa, many of them, because I was willing to pay the price as a leader. See, it's all about leadership. It's all about leadership. And leadership does not mean that you're made a leader. You decide to become a leader. And so when you decide to become a leader, first, the greatest challenge is going to be you being able to lead yourself. Because how do you tell people that you have to study 2-3 hours every day, you have to attend all classes, you have to make sure that you go do personal research, and then yourself are not doing it? I can't tell you guys to be consistent on LinkedIn posting, and they don't see me doing it. You guys actually see me doing it. So you can follow that leader who is doing what he says you guys should do. And that's what we're talking about here. So from here going forward, we are not telling you just go do it. We will hold your hands. And the way I'm doing it, you see, we don't just add there's a group right now called LinkedIn Consistency Challenge Group. All of you are not in that group because we've been observant. I qualify people before I add them into that group. You have to take the next step. See, change is difficult. And it's just by doing something small every day. Don't wait until you're perfect. There's no perfection. Actually, all of us are striving to become better every day. So I want you guys to know that from now going forward, you have to grow your network. And by now, I believe, see, how many podcast sessions have we had? I have brought experts from across the world. And do you know that all those experts that have spoken to you guys has been for free? Who does that? Now the question is, how many of you have the contacts of all those experts that came and spoke? You never can tell. See, SolaviseTech is a bridge helping to connect people to opportunities. And so I want you guys to have an abundance mindset. Don't limit yourself to cloud and DevOps. No, guys. Through this place, maybe Adam in the US could have a real estate deal somewhere. Maybe he's involved in some real estate business or other kind of things. Before you know it, he's connecting with Emmanuel in Cameroon. They are doing business. Before you know it, Adisa in the see. This is just for you to connect. This path is just a means to an end. I want you guys to have that possibility mindset. Start asking yourself, how can you use what you have learned from SolaviseTech to make things better? What is that thing that turns you on? We all have something different that turns us on. For some people, it's not about maybe trying to build communities. Like for me, I feel fulfilled doing that. For some people, they just want to get a job. Some people, they have other things. Go after your dreams. I'll tell you, and we will always be here to support you all along the way. You can count on me for that. You can count on the team for that. We have our flaws. We are not 100% perfect. And at any time you have any suggestions that you think that can help improve what we do, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are here. Thank you very much for the feedback on the LMS. As we speak right now, we're working on that. We're actually working on a platform. We're working on a platform that wants to make things better. There are other feedbacks that are coming from other people. We are really working on that to improve. SolaviseTech, let me tell you, whatever you see right now, SolaviseTech is 2 years old. Not up to 2 years even. It's 1 year, just 1 year plus. You can imagine what you see on ground. It's just 1 year plus. It's because it's made up of whatever has been built is not by a single person. If it's me alone, you will not see what you have, but it's because it's teamwork. So let me tell you, you can write this down. If you can achieve your dreams alone, then your dream is not big enough. If you can achieve your dream and your vision alone, then it's not big enough. You need people. And when working with people, you should be, one of the questions, like maybe doing interview preparations. Also, we're going to talk about interview preparations as we go down the line. From time to time, we're going to organize some sessions and I'll help you guys do that. So We're going to go to build your resumes. Okay, you're gonna have a good resume, but I believe by now some of you already must have worked on something around your resume. So discuss among yourselves, but I'm gonna share a template in the group. I'll share a template maybe by tomorrow that you guys can take a look at, and then you develop something, you customize something for yourself. We will not build a resume and give you. You have worked on projects so far right now, several of them. Can you use those projects now in your resume just simply by writing story points? Because whatever you're going to be discussing in interviews about telling a story, what you've been doing, how you guys have been flowing, and so on, the things you've done, and then we're going to hold your hands down the line around how you can, effectively communicate for an interview and so on. So we'll be doing all of that. Okay. So you are not leaving the community. Yes, Adam, you guys have full access for life to the LMS. Okay. You have full access for life to the LMS going forward. Maybe subsequent badges will have to pay for that. Maybe, but then you have full access to that. And also, another advice I want to give, which I noticed many of my mates made, which I want you guys to be careful around, is, see, as you're done right now, you're going to have a lot of temptation as well. Listen to me. You have a lot of temptation. Some people be saying, hey, maybe go and learn Azure. Hey, maybe go and learn this other one. Go and learn many things. Go and learn maybe data science and AI. You're just moving to tech right now. Please be careful. It is not about speed. Okay? The fastest way to grow is to go slowly. I'll say it again. The fastest way up is to go slowly. Take your time. Rather than trying to learn too many things at the same time, say you want to just go say multi-cloud, no. Go into AWS and go deeper. Be deep in it. So that when they say, who is this guy? Who is good at this? Pick up something and become good at it. Pick up something and become a master of it. It will not come in a day. That's why you have to consistently do work. It may shock you that you may learn whatever you've learned right now, and then you guys have, for example, you have not learned CloudFormation, right? But you've learned Terraform. You may go to a company and the company is using CloudFormation. What do? Will you say, oh, they didn't teach us CloudFormation at SolaviseTech, so good now, No. If they insist that they want to use a cloud, a cloud native tool, CloudFormation, you got to use it. The principles are the same with Terraform. So that's what we talk about, the mindset. What is your mindset around change? What is your mindset around being adaptable? Because that's what the internet age is all about. It's about you being curious and you trying to be adaptable. And I want to say this again, please focus on the basics. Don't be carried away by the complex things. Okay? Some of you maybe refer to, maybe for example, we always want to use Kubernetes as an example. It's a bit not very straightforward, yes. But would you kill yourself because it's not too straightforward? No, take your time. Focus on the basics. Do you understand introduction to cloud computing? Start from there. Do you understand identity and access management? Start from there. Don't be rushing to go understand the complex concepts in Kubernetes and in Linux and all of that when you don't really understand the foundation. So start from the foundations. Because if you see in every field, if you're good at the foundations, you can learn anything. So you can learn how to learn anything you want to learn on earth. And like I've said, no company is going to hire to do all of those technologies that you've learned. So start with the basics. And don't let, from now going forward, don't consider that the class has ended. I'll tell you again, don't think that the class has ended. No. Have a calendar. Have a calendar for yourself. I'll just want to show you guys, maybe just to give you a little motivation around this. Let me show you my calendar. If it's not on my calendar, then it doesn't exist. Okay? If it is not on my calendar, then I'm not doing it. So let me just share my calendar here. If it's not on my calendar is actually booked to 2025 as we speak. I know what I'm going to be doing when in March 2025, all of that is scheduled. It's scheduled. You can see my calendar right here. This is my calendar for the week. You can see all activities. That's for next November, December, I'm scheduling and going. That's January 2025, February, March. I know what I'm going to be doing when. It's all on my calendar, guys. It's all there. June, you can see them, and so on, and I'm adding and going. Why am I showing you this? So that nobody just gets into your time and just say, hey, Adeyemi, you guys have finished master. Let's go and relax now. Someone just pick up the phone and just calls you out of nowhere and just gives you a calendar. No. Then the class is over. You guys should just go and relax. No. No. The temptation is going to be much. Trust me. It's going to be much. And so for this fire that you've had from here, for you to keep this fire alive, you must stay around the people that help you light your fire. Don't care about what. See, let me tell you, there were communities I was a part of before I started my journey. Now, we used to do some contributions, kind of thing, like maybe ex-students, maybe like some family groups. We used to do contributions for meetings and so on. When I decided to start my journey, I stopped. People will not see me again. They were like, hey, what's happening? I said, I'm coming. I'll be back. But now when I go back to those communities, if they are contributing, I can from time to time maybe say, okay, maybe I'm going to pay everything. And I don't feel it. Once you do that, down the line, people will forget that you were not available for all those times. But you're working on your dreams. It's going to cost you even in relationships. People, I'm sure some of you right now have even lost friends. They'll ask that, but what's happening? Are you normal? They'll ask that, it's okay. It's okay. So you and you alone, I'm just here today to spur you up to really know why you started this journey. And I still call it a journey because there's no end to it. Right? There's no end to it. Ask yourself, why did you start? Have you gotten that thing which you wanted to get? If you've not gotten it, keep going. And even when you get it, there's always a higher life. There's always a better life ahead of you. Right now, I'm upskilling on AI. I'm upskilling on cybersecurity. I'm upskilling on business. I'm attending conferences and learning how to manage people. I'm learning how to manage my finances. So those are complementary things that you have to learn right now. And nobody will push you to do that. I'm encouraging you. On the Discord channel, you see on the Discord channel, you have right there, we have the channel there for personal development. You see, we don't only push technical content to you, also push non-technical content to you, so that you build yourself all around. Okay, you build yourself all around. And please make use of that. I'll be starting in 2025. I'm launching a mentorship program because I'm a certified world-class speaker, trainer, mentor. I've been doing that, but I'm actually building my own system. I'm going to be handling people around that. But I just want to have a few people I work with. I just hold your hands for 1 year if you want to go deep dive with me. Okay? I'll be giving you some other things that really work for me. And I'm building systems across the world right now from Cameroon. Okay? I'm launching a mentorship situation. And I don't want many people. It's really tough. Okay? But if you want to get extraordinary results, you have to do the extraordinary. And you need such things. See, I made a post, the last post I made today, I said, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Whenever you guys look at something, I don't know if you really see it. When you see the kind of people that I post around, do you see the quality of the people? When you see the quality of the people, it should tell you something. That nobody cares about your age. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares about your geographic location. What the world answers to is results. When people see value, they are attracted automatically to value. And when they're attracted to value, you have to do everything possible to preserve that. You have to build yourself to preserve that. So that now, if I am attracted to these people and you are attracted to me, it therefore means that you have access to those people too. But what will it take for me to recommend those people to you? You have to prove that you are worthy. It's not going to just be given to you for free. You have to earn it. And how do you earn your way to the palace? You earn your way to the palace through service. Be willing to serve. I want you guys to appreciate and celebrate this guy. He just joined right now. I'm going to get your feedback shortly. Oluwatobi, hey, please, can you guys celebrate Oluwatobi? And I'll tell you why. Celebrate Oluwatobi. Just celebrate him. Oluwatobi, are you there? Hey, Oluwatobi, can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes. Is it possible to be on camera where you are?
Oh, sure, no problem. Just give me a let me
Okay.
just put on my
Okay,
this.
let me bring on the spotlight. I want to use you as a good example. Right here,
Um,
just for one.
hold on.
Okay. I just brought you in the spotlight.
Give me 1 second.
All right. So a lot is happening, guys, and I'm giving you some of the secrets for free. Okay. Nobody told me those things when I started. When I started my journey, oh my God, 6 months down the line,
See.
I began to
Can you guys see
apply.
me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Good, good. So, guys, do you know what? This is your mate. He got to me down the line, and he was, he was really willing to. He really appreciated what we're doing, and he was open to serve the community. He was willing. He told me what he has as background in data science and machine learning, and he was willing to support the data science and machine learning department. And for a couple of months now, Oluwatobi is the student assistant for our data science and machine learning, helping our students to get up to speed while he's doing his transition journey. So these are our support staff right now. So it's all up. And how did it happen? Just through a text via inbox, guys. Nobody will give you these things in the real world. Nobody will just give you these things like that. It's through service. He's serving with us right now. There are lots of opportunities out there that we are working hard on, trying to put together to see that we can connect you guys to opportunities. And I want you guys to know this: there is no limit. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. You are so valuable. The world has so many opportunities, and it is just looking for people that are willing and ready to pay the price. Would you be that person? What would you do to what would you do to touch my heart of hearts, to want to recommend you for an opportunity? What would you do for someone else? Is through service. And what we just use this opportunity again to celebrate you, because I get the feedback from the students. They are really grateful for the work you're doing,
Thank you.
Contributing to their journey and all of that. Thank you so much. So
Thank you.
you come again down the line. Maybe right now you can just do it. I'll just take myself off the spotlight, and then so that we'll be wrapping up in the next 17 minutes. So just before you joined, everyone had to share their experience with the training at SolaviseTech. So it's like a feedback session where you get to tell us, your expectations before you joined, how it went for you, and how you look at the future with 2 minutes. I think we're able to get your camera good.
Okay. So you want me to go ahead?
Maybe you can adjust your camera. I don't know if it's all on my end, but it's a bit. I think it's. Is everybody able to see Oluwatobi's camera? I think it's full right now.
Can you guys see me?
No,
No.
maybe turn it off and turn it on again. Let's see. Okay.
What about now?
It's good
Now?
now.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
good.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dr. Samba. Hi everyone. This is my face. I think this is the first time I ever show my face on the platform. This is me. This is Toby. So basically, before I joined SolaviseTech, actually I have one DevOps program I already doing. So I'm a jack of all trade. I do all stuff. I do all stuff. Um, so despite the fact that I have a very busy schedule, I still try to make class sometime, and also sometimes I won't be able to join, just watch the video. Before I joined SolaviseTech, like I said, I already have a DevOps background a little bit, and also into another program, which is DevOps mostly. One thing I like about SolaviseTech is that, especially with this professor, Emmanuel, I don't know, maybe his name is Emmanuel. So the way the guy go about explaining in depth, I don't know what is wrong with my camera. Sorry. Okay, the way the guy explains stuff in depth is surprising. I will give him that. He explains stuff in depth, and it goes, especially when it talks about the Docker Compose, when he was learning Docker Compose. He explained in depth that some stuff I didn't even know about Docker Compose before was made aware to me. So I really appreciate that. And other professor also, even the guy that took the Linux class and the AWS component of the program was really great. I would say, from my experience, I would say I'll give the program 100%. Not even because I'm also doing other stuff with the program, but to be honest, 100%. Because the way they go in depth is really amazing. They go in depth with all the topics. I could share you some other stuff I learned from the other program. They just go like the basic aspect of it, but with this program, they go in depth, really in depth. Even when I look at all those run book after class, when I go over it, like it's more in depth. It's more of like you working. Cause I have a guy, right? The guy is in like he has like 15 years in like like 6 years DevOps experience. So there was one time I was having an issue with the guy. I was like, "Oh, Sam, can you help me with this?" He was like, "This is the run book." When he go through about the run book, he was like, "This is like you working in a real project." So when I say SolaviseTech, it's 100%. Trust me. Not that because I'm working with you guys, I'm also a student assistant with you. Probably I'm in data science class. It's 100%. So that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it and celebrate you for getting an opportunity to join our team while you're still in school. It's an absolute pleasure for us, and we really appreciate it. And like I said, guys, opportunities are out there, and some of you, I would say this again, and I used to declare this while I was in school, that some of you, let's get asked, this is true. Right. Some of you will hire each other. I would say this again. Some of you will hire your friends. I used to say this. Let me tell you, maybe you guys didn't know for the first time. Prof. Asaf and Prof. Augustine were my classmates when we were transitioning together. We're in the same class. Okay? We're in the same class. We're in the same study group. We held each other's hands through. And today I brought them on my team. The future is so bright for you guys. Trust me. If you would work together. Nobody has monopoly over knowledge. Just be open-minded, just be curious, just be willing to help, just be willing to collaborate. Some of you here will be the ones to even bring opportunities to us at SolaviseTech. It will happen, I know. See, just be willing to help and serve. The rest will happen. Don't be in a rush. I would say this, and you can write this down. Don't be in a rush to get a job when you're not good at what you're doing. Don't try to pursue success. Become successful. You will start attracting opportunities. Focus on the becoming than the obtaining. Because if you obtain when you have not become, you will lose it. I know of mates who were in a rush, they got multiple roles while we're still in school and they lost all of it because they cannot sustain it. They cannot keep it. So it's one thing to get the job when you leave from here. It's another thing to keep the job. Keeping the job is more important, okay, than maybe just getting the job. And that's why I still say that it all comes down to your teamwork and collaboration. You must learn how to work with people. Right now, many people are scared. AI has come. What about, would AI take our jobs? There are things that AI cannot do for you. AI does not have that human feeling. And that's one of the things that you're learning here. How to talk to people, how to collaborate. You know, you have friends, sometimes maybe along the line, somebody, pissed you off in class, you were talking in a study group, somebody made you angry. How do you respond to that anger? Did you just tell him off and you just went your own way? How did you handle that? Okay, did you have an issue maybe at home and then you carried it to work and then you talk badly at your friends and then you lose an opportunity? No. All those things, emotional intelligence. And like I said, we are always work in progress. So let's keep the energy together. Let's stay together as a family. Let's help each other through. Like I said, daily. So but down the line, regarding internship, okay, we are launching an internship program. We have our alumni team. They already have a schedule. uh, uh our internal team colleague like to join you guys or on internship program. So as soon as I'm able to conclude on that with my collaborators, we would let you guys know. But the focus from now going forward is focus on the basics. One, are we going to be putting together our LinkedIn profiles? Are we going to be handling, making sure that our resumes are good? Are we going to be making sure that we're going over the materials we've done? Go over them again. You see, I can come on, you can just tell me, oh, whichever topic, I could just pick it up and I start talking about it. Why? Because I've done each of those topics at least 10, 15, 20 times. At least my own personal time with the students, with people that get to me one-on-one for me to troubleshoot them, and so on and so forth. So the more you do it, see, try to learn how to teach other people. The more you're doing it, the more it sticks. And the real work environment, for those who are already working in IT, will tell you that the real work environment is not 100% run book. It's not like you always have a run book. Is that curiosity that, hey, okay, I need this thing right now, where do I get it? You go, which documentation can I get it in? You go try it out. Okay, it's breaking, things are failing, and you're improving. So if everything was always good because you had run book in SolaviseTech, the real world is not 100% like that. Most of the run books you see there are run books I built. I was talking, as I'm making them, I'm talking and writing them out. Those are my notes, most of them. I'm talking, I'm writing them out, taking screenshots, putting them. Those were my notes I made, all of them, while I was in school. I made those notes while I was in school. So you have to go deeper now. Those areas that you do not really understand very well, what you should do now is you focus on polishing them. Don't rush to go and learn new things when you still have loopholes in the foundations. Focus more on solving the basics, and then you're going to be good. And like I said, consistency, like Darius said, consistency beats intensity. It's not about staying for 1 week, you don't study, and then you go on a Saturday and you want to do 24 hours. You kill the motivation. No, every day, do something small about it. And at one point, it just becomes a habit, you know. With the timing, especially those in Kenya, I told you when I started off, my training used to be 7 p.m. Eastern time, which is 12 a.m. Cameroon time. It's around 3, 4 a.m. But I'll always stay up to around 7 a.m. to just troubleshooting guys in the US and Canada and so on. And in my study group, you guys are fortunate here. You guys maybe are just like 2 or 3 different time zones. In my study group, I had people in 5 different time zones. In East African time, West African time, CST, PST, you know, EST and so on. And I had to stay up trying to adapt with people in different. So in the IT world, because of the remote work nature, even at work, so you should be happy that you were able to join a program that did not give you that convenience. Because even at work, what happens is that you're going to be working with people on a team that are in different time zones, and you have to adapt to the different time zones. So right now, you've already built that habit. And because, see, what we are learning is not just for Africa, it's not just for your country. You are learning to become a global, you're a global citizen. So you have right now, I don't know if I'm Cameroon or US, I have a global clock. That's what I tell people. And I am diligent. So if you were used to joining, when it says class time, you're joining class time 10 minutes after, 5 minutes after, those are the little things that matter. Start working on those. See, instead of focusing on how you can learn Kubernetes, focus on how you can come to a meeting on time. Start from there. Where you're not missing meetings, or if you're supposed to be in class or you're supposed to be on a meeting, text before, inform before, notify that, hey, please, sorry, I may not be able to make it, but due to this, so that's how you effectively communicate at work. These are the little things that, see, I will say, you can write this down. Being able to easily work with is a highly underrated skill. If you just know how to work with people, if you're just good at working with people, everybody will want to have you on their team. Even if you're not too good, they'll be willing to teach you. They'll be willing to hold your hands. So start building that attitude. Be friendly, be welcoming, accommodate others, and you will see how you will attract opportunities towards you. There's a lot I cannot tell you guys right now, which is going on in the back end of SolaviseTech, but trust me, we are working on a lot. And I want to tell, hey, who are those who are in Nigeria here? If you're Nigerian, let me know. Just drop in the chat. Dare is in Nigeria. Okay, who else? Just drop a me in the chat. So let's know. Okay, Thelma is in Nigeria. All right. Dare is there. Ademi is there. Great, guys. I will be with you guys in Nigeria next month. I'm coming to Cloud Connect. I'm one of the guest speakers. All right. I'll be at Cloud Connect and I'm coming with my wife. Okay, there's a lot of talk around Nigeria, Jollof, Cameroon, Jollof. I'm just coming to settle that dispute. I'm coming to settle that fight once and for all. All right, I'm coming to settle that fight once and for all.
It's not a
So,
dispute.
okay, so during that event, what will happen is you guys, Alluvium, we're going to be in your Alluvium attire and all of that, but Amala, hey, Isiewu, okay, I'm going to eat all those things. All right, so we're going to come off. You're going to, at one point, I'm also going to be launching my book. I've written my journey. I've documented my journey. I'm going to be launching my book during Cloud Connect. So there'll be a point where you guys are going to be. We're going to have the SolaviseTech / Alluvium t-shirts. We're going to come out, do some ambient. We're going to have an exhibition stand. So prepare yourselves. We're going to do something really amazing. We're going to make noise. We're going to shout out SolaviseTech and Alluvium during that event. I can't wait to sync with you guys then. And then for those in Cameroon, we have the Cameroon International Tech Summit. That will be, Alluvium is 29 and 28 November. Cameroon International Tech Summit is going to be from October 28 to 30th in Yaoundé. So, Emmanuel, if it's possible to be there, that would be great. But our team is going to be there. It's going to be a great networking event. I'll be great. I'll be speaking as well. I'll be speaking. I just an invitation. I'll be speaking there. So, but though during that session I will not be in the country, I'll be traveling to Rwanda. I got a full scholarship, a full sponsored trip, a 1-week trip to Rwanda for Africa Digital Health Summit. Sponsored by Africa CDC in partnership with GIZ. So they just they're paying for my flight, everything, hotel for 1 week. I'm going to talk about digital health. I don't even know who spoke about me. They've just been seeing what I'm doing online and they reached out to me. So they just sent my flight itinerary, everything paid. Those are the things I never knew that a day will come like this where those things will be coming, but they are coming. I'm just telling you guys these things to inspire you that when you are authentic, when you put yourself out there, when you're authentic, somebody is watching, somebody is observing. Don't you think I'm not posting out there to entertain anybody. I'm not posting out there to show off. No. You're posting because people see you as an authority in what you're doing. People see you, they believe in you. When it comes to decision making, can they call you to talk? Me coming to Nigeria, Alluvium reached out to me, my great collaborators. I'm coming to serve. Great teamwork. Okay, Kenya, I was supposed to be in Kenya. See, I was supposed to be in Kenya for Africa DevOps Summit, which is on the 26th, right? But on that 26th is the day I'm leaving Cameroon to Rwanda. So I'm going to be speaking for the Africa DevOps Summit as a keynote speaker. I'll be speaking at a hotel. As soon as I'm done, I'll just go to the airport and I travel. Okay? But then Kevin is going to be representing me while they're in Kenya. So you can see the opportunities coming. I was going to be speaking in Kenya. I actually had agreed to travel, but when the invitation came from Rwanda, I had to cancel my trip to Kenya because I'm leaving on that same day. Okay? Opportunities are not in limited supply. Listen very well. When you become good, the world will look for you. Don't limit yourself. This information I've given you guys right now, it's because we're close to internet. I'm telling you right now to inspire you. There's no fiction around it. The traditional way everybody will do is that after this bootcamp, they will go and start applying for jobs everywhere, just hunting. They don't know. And then when they do that, which is what I did, I'm helping you now, guys, to be able to avoid the mistakes I made. I was not building up myself, towards trying to get an opportunity, maybe towards what really turns me on. I just wanted to get anything tech. So I was getting a lot of rejections. But when I decided to focus my energy now towards what really turns me on, which is around healthcare, my background, and how tech can come in, I began to feel more fulfilled and began to attract opportunities. So I'm going to run out for a digital health summit for Africa. because I've identified my own path. So each and every one of you know that, hey, for example, Dario, you're coming from, let's say, is it agriculture or whatever, how can you not start thinking of using these skill sets to start connecting to other communities that have to do with agriculture, tech, AI? What change can you bring in that domain? You will find yourself more valuable. If you're a teacher, like Emmanuel, you come from a teaching background, how can you now in your own teaching community start talking with the people in there, start bringing innovative ideas on how, hey, you say we were teachers, we're mostly using the chalk, the pen, using normal board. How now can we be able to build ourselves to be able to use a whiteboard? There are tools like Google Meet. And so you start doing small, start volunteering, organize educative sessions with them, train them on how to use Google Meet, how to use, and before you know it, see, you're building yourself up as a thought leader in that domain. They start saying something is changing about this guy. This guy learned something new, is working now. Wow, 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 wow. And they want to become better like you. And that's how you start causing little impact, little change in your local community, and then it grows up. So this was scheduled for 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I believe there's a lot we can talk about. There's so much we can talk from now to tomorrow. But then one thing I want you to do for me is this. The only time I really get fulfillment 100% is when somebody can get to me and say, Dr. Samba, thank you for helping me. You changed my life. I really feel fulfilled from there. And so the gifts I want you to give me right now is to tell the same thing you've told me, the nice thing you've told me about SolaviseTech, my entire team. I want you to tell some other person about SolaviseTech. We have another batch which is starting up on the 21st of this month. Inspire somebody, help talk to somebody about this, help change someone's life about this. One of you, for example, referred, that's Simi, unfortunately she's not here. She referred someone who was really good, from Nigeria, and that person joined our team as a tutor for data science, just like that. Just like that. So I want you to look back. Who is that person you want to impact their lives? You are the best testimony to sell SolaviseTech out there. Imagine that what you have experienced like this. Just imagine, right? And the Bible says something that 1 will chase 1,000 and 2 will chase 10,000. 1 will chase 1,000, 2. So whenever I come to class, I'm not always bothered about, I want to see a crowd. Oh, sorry. I'm not always bothered about, I want to see a crowd of people. No. If I come to class and meet one person, I look at that one person and I see 1,000 people behind them. If I see 2 people in class, I see 10,000. You see, it's not 1 which is 1,000 and 2 which is 2,000. No. 1 which is 1,000, 2 which is 10,000. The multiplier effect is crazy. Then imagine right now you guys are 9 of you here, or let's say 10 of you. If you're 10 of you, how many can you chase? So think about the future. So think about the future. How would the community you want to have impacted 5 years down the line look like, 10 years down the line look like? But don't be overwhelmed by that distance. Start with one person. So I want each of you just go back from here. Just write the names. As I'm speaking right now, in your mind, you're thinking of somebody already. Write the names of like 10 people that you know, close to you. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. I would say, for example, Emmanuel invited me to his community. I spoke to his community. As we speak right now, we have about 4 or 5 of the people in his community who are in the current batch, cloud computing and data science, because he reached out to them, to him. So today they're telling me, thank you so much. Thank you. I said, no, thank Emmanuel. Thank Emmanuel. Because if he was not generous enough with this information, you will not get it. So that's what we're trying to do. And tomorrow, some of you, I want to say this, don't feel shy if you have other ideas, other ventures you want to engage in, other things that you think that you need our help to help bring it alive. Not everybody here wants to just get a job. I would say again, some of you here probably you're entrepreneurial thinking. You want to build your own business. You want to build opportunity. So I'm open. The team is open. Don't hesitate to say, hey, I have this idea. How can we work around it? How can we develop it and all of that? Okay. So you can always reach out. So thank you very much, guys. And I want to say, God bless you. You've been an amazing team. You've been an amazing team, and the future is very pregnant. The future is very bright. We'll be here all along the way to support you to ensure that we get to our expected end. But then there is no end to this. It's a road for us all, continuous learning, continuous growing, continuous development. So thank you very much. This is where we come to an official end of this. But I want you guys as an assignment to now meet amongst yourselves and carve out how often you want to be meeting as a study team. And you're going to designate who is going to be, because someone step up. I think Emmanuel had been the group lead. Just stay consistent, guys. Even at work, when you have challenges, normally you're going to collaborate with each other to have to handle the challenges. So let me know the calendar so that I can put on my calendar here. From time to time I can step in. The tutors will also always be there to hold your hands. Just let us know the time you meeting, and then you can amongst yourself. Why not amongst yourself? So I'll tell you this: amongst yourself, work on maybe getting a paid Zoom account. If one person has a paid Zoom account, you can use that. For me, I actually had mine, my study group I was using. So I have a paid Zoom account where you guys also organize, because you now not be using, you're not be using SolaviseTech links for your meetings. So have your own account. You may have the normal one, which is the basic, yes, but if you guys wish, you may equally get a paid account. Why? Because I want you guys to work hard on being a part of the AWS community builder as well. And one of the requirements is to have the link to a video of a project that you have done with your community. So the things that you've been doing in your study group, if you have a record of it, you can apply for AWS community builder. It has helped me a lot. Just the network I have access to is a lot. It's a lot. So that's it. I think, yeah, let's get Jimmy. Jimmy, your hand is raised. In case you're speaking, you're muted. Okay, you've lowered your hand. All right, guys. So I think, okay, yes, Emmanuel.
Yeah, please. Is there like an anticipated date for the start of the internship?
Not yet at the moment, but I would circle because there are a lot of activities ongoing right now. So I'm going to let you guys know. But like I said, the things to focus on right now would be, I'm sure Eric has notified you about the LinkedIn sessions, right? I think you're going to have a session with him this week on LinkedIn. So, but it's going to be a continuous process. Maybe not everybody's LinkedIn is going to be revamped at the same time, but we're going to be walking through with that while you guys have your sessions. And then even when we have Saturday workshops, technical sessions, or podcasts, make sure you join in, be part of the community life, just be part of the community life. But as soon as we're able to circle back with that, we would now notify you. And then also, certification is very important. So going forward too, a couple of people are actively participating in the cloud practitioner, but that is wrapping up this week. As soon as it's done, I think from next week or so, we're now going to start off the Solutions Architect Associate Certification Challenge. So you guys are going to work on the Solution Architect Associate Certification. We've already paid for resources for that. So we'll give you access to the resources, the question bank and everything, so that you can prepare and get certified. So Solutions Architect Associate Certification is the next thing that you guys are also going to work on. Okay, so that'll be it. I think Jimmy has his hand raised.
So I was asking about about creating our resumes. Could we have like some time, if you're able to get the time? Could you get us on how to create a really good resume that might really help you once you start applying to multiple positions, so if it was DevOps or AWS or cloud related roles?
Yes, sure. Like I said, I'm going to share a template with you guys as well. You use that template, and then for the template, I'm also going to share you template stories that you're going to use that and then try to customize. Because when you what do I have on the resume, it should be something that you can communicate, you can defend. So I'm going to share that with you. guys as well. Yeah, and then when you do your resumes, you can feel free to also reach out to us for us to review the resumes as you're going to be putting them out there. Yeah. Any other questions as we end this call in the next 4 minutes? Any other questions? Okay. Thelma is looking forward to seeing you. Yes. Let's have Nkobi Anisewu. Really. I've seen that a lot in Nigerian films, so let me come and enjoy it live. Yes, Emmanuel.
Yeah, please, I would love to have the details concerning the upcoming program in Yaoundé.
Okay, sure. I'll send the details. Let me see.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. Thank you very much. So, like I said, online communities, offline communities, network, have an abundance mindset. There is no limitation of opportunities. You can have opportunities from anywhere. There's no limit. Let nobody fool you. Anybody tell you that they are laying off people? Yes, they are laying off people, but they're also hiring people. Companies are laying off, they are hiring. Once you're good, you're good. They'll look for you, the world will look for you. Just focus on the process. Focus on the process. Become good at what you do. Thank you very much, guys. And I want to say, keep changing your world. Keep working on yourself. Keep getting better. You know, the moment you say you've arrived, the moment you think that you're good already, that's where you start dying. So stay hungry, stay foolish, like Steve Jobs will say. Keep learning, keep getting better. Bye for now. Good night, everyone.
Nice.
Sure.